Hello and welcome to Dishing Delights. My name is Jenica and today I'm just going to take you along with me as I spend a day doing some odds and ends things in my kitchen. Let's get to it. So we are going to make a little egg bake. As you can see, my hash browns, they're just rehydrating a little bit. I'm going to add 8 eggs to this. These were in a very cold part of the fridge because they're like almost frozen. I had to turn the fan in the bedroom off because it was too loud. So I'm going to mix these eggs up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of cream. Now what I'm going to do is drain these hash browns. Now to this egg mixture, I have a can of mushrooms. I have this can of diced green chilies. It's a 7-ounce can, so I'm only going to use half of this. And then I'll save the other half for a quiche later on. This just adds a whole lot of flavor. I'm also going to add in some garlic powder, some onion powder, some paprika, some black pepper, and a little bit of salt. I'm going to take these hash browns and lightly layer these at the bottom. And then I'm going to add my egg mixture. Now my oven is preheating. I'm going to set this in there until it is all the way cooked through. When I make a quiche or an egg bake, I usually just check on it every 10 minutes after about the 35-minute mark. And I'll just set this in the freezer. So for this little breakfast bake, it only had to cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. This was really thin because I only used 8 eggs for it. I just needed something really quick that I could heat up last minute for breakfast this week. Alright, I'm going to share with you the items that were expired at the store that I grabbed. So I'm going to do my best to incorporate some of these items in our meals or snacks the next few weeks. We got 2 cans of enchilada sauce. I have 3 cans of evaporated milk here. 2 cans of kidney beans. 6 ounces of celery salt. And 2 jars of ground sage. Some Visine and some Pepto chewables. 2 things of strawberry jello, and 4 packages of lime jello. So that's actually been really helpful throughout this pantry challenge, is I've now twice been able to get some goods for free just because these items were out of date. Alright, now let's make some granola. Now this is the leftover paper from when we made cookies. Now I always keep it simple with whatever I have on hand. I have some oats here. These are just old-fashioned oats. I have some dried cherries that really need to be eaten up. I have some coconut. I have some flax seeds. I have some honey and some maple syrup. I need to get rid of this honey. This is the last of my Members Mark honey. And then I'll just add some chocolate chips at the end. I don't think these almonds are good anymore, but I'm going to double check. They seem to be alright. Alright, I'm adding in some almonds. Some flax seeds. Alright, we're adding in all the cherries. I also have some cinnamon and some salt. Why does cinnamon always come out so fast? Now let's add some sweetener. Going to add some honey. I'm making this oil-free. I don't really like to add oil into my granola. And some maple syrup. I'm just going to continue to mix this. You can't really tell on camera, but I'm just trying to get it all coated with the honey or the maple syrup. That way I don't have to keep adding and add too much sweetener. Alright, I have this on 200 degrees. A little bit more maple syrup. About 1.5 tablespoons. Going to put that back in there. I'm going to let this cool. And then I'll put it in a jar. So I just kept this in the oven at 200 degrees, and as I was cleaning my kitchen, every like 10 minutes I would just mix it up a little bit, and it probably took about an hour for it to fully cook through, but this turned out delightful. No, I'm actually not going to add any coconut or chocolate chips to this because it is perfectly fine on its own. Now I got enough granola to get us through for a couple weeks. I have the remnants of a smoked turkey breast that was from this summer, so I need to get this out of my freezer. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this in the Instant Pot with some of the veggie scraps that I've been throwing into my freezer, and I'm going to make a broth. All right, I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm just going to use the Instant Pot broth setting, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, let's check this out. This smells insane, especially because it's like that smoked breast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this cool down a little bit, and then I'll add it to some jars. Wow, this smells insane. So this has got like a real deep, smoky smell to it. Look at that nice, deep color. All right, jar number 3. I wasn't expecting to get this much. So now I'm going to let these cool, but this is 10 cups of free smoked turkey broth. All right, let's make some bread. I'm going to add my 1 cup of water. And then I also have to add in my yeast. I'm also adding in my sugar. Alright, I really need to order my sugar and flour containers. I think I finally picked them out. But I'm sick of trying to scoop out of that, so I'm gonna add it to this old ice cream container. Alright, I am going to put in 3 cups of bread flour. And we have a 1/4 cup of canola oil. I need like a full jar of teaspoons and tablespoons over here. That's what I'm gonna do. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. I hate when I'm looking for the teaspoon for a dry ingredient and it's completely wet from a wet ingredient. Alright, I'm going to put this in my bread machine and then I'll see you when it's finished. We have 1 minute left on our timer and our bread will be ready. And that is what our bread looks like. What I'll do is let this cool, and then you'll see in my what's for dinner video what I end up doing with it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. It helps my channel out so much. Also, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for watching.